production of paper is a continuous process in the paper mills which happens simultaneously in different stages. Now, let us see the step-by-step process of paper making. The subabul wood, which is an important raw material, is transported to the paper mills by lorries. The lifter cranes in the paper mill lift the logs of subabul wood and place them on an iron platform. A conveyor belt then carries the wood to the cutting machines. The paper is generally made in 5 stages with different machines and raw materials for each stage.
When the logs arrive at the woodyard, they are fed into a rotating drum which removes the bark. The logs are then chipped. The wood chips are transported to the pulp mill on a conveyor belt.
The entire wood that a lorry can carry is cut by these machines in 30 minutes. In this pace, the work goes on throughout the day. Can you imagine how many trees get cut for the functioning of a paper mill for a single day? The second stage is the making of wood pulp.
As they enter the pulp mill, the wood chips are fed into a digester, where they are cooked in an acid solution to dissolve the lignin and separate the plant fibers. The yellow-brown wood chips that entered the pulp mill have now been turned into a soft white pulp, the principal raw ingredient for making paper.
The stage that follows making of wood pulp is spreading the pulp.
By far, the most important process material is water.
The dried up pulp is sent to the next stage through the conveyor belt.
In this stage, drying pulp is pressed by rollers to make it smooth. As the pulp dries completely, a sheet of paper becomes ready, which is then rolled up.
This stage is followed by the cutting stage.
In this stage, paper is cut according to required size in cutting machines. The paper is then made into rolls and sheets and then packed to send to godowns to be preserved.
The rolls of paper are labeled with batch or lot numbers, its weight and so on. Let us see how the batch numbers help. A batch number is allotted to every of wood that is brought by the lorries. The batch is then sent to the different sections one after the other. The raw materials of each batch are processed together at each stage. What do you think this implies? Yes, it means that all the papers produced in one batch contain the same inputs and undergo the same processing, and hence they will have the same quality. The batch system helps the factories in producing continuously throughout the day. In addition, it also helps the managers to trace any issues in the product just by verifying the particular batch. The paper mills run round the clock with 3 shifts for the workers, which are shift A, B and C.
While the shift A is between 6 am to 2 pm, the shift B and shift C are between 2 pm and 8 pm, and 8 pm and 6 pm respectively. The night shift workers who work between 8 pm and 6 am are given a special allowance. The shifts are on a rotation basis, where the workers move from one shift to the other after a period of time.
The administrative staff, who looks after the management, accounts, sales and trade of the products, workers' welfare etc., work in the general shift, which is between 9:30 am and 5 pm.